Hello again. I'm going to try to explain a little bit about self-sabotage more, and how it relates to me. I'm looking over to my left because it's beautiful. Yeah, in Fiji it's a bit dull and grey right now, but it's sunset or just before, and it's still lovely and warm, even in the height of the so-called winter. Anyway, I digress. One of the things about self-sabotage and many ingrained behaviours and beliefs and thought systems is they can be difficult to shift. Now, it's only over this last few months that I've begun to realise that I'm a serial self-sabotager, and I'm still not yet sure about how I'm going to tackle all of this. For the last few months I've been undergoing therapy. I shall continue this on a monthly basis. I have a great therapist in Auckland called Chris, and he's helping me to work out the root of all of this stuff, much of which I'm convinced stems from my childhood, as many of our lifelong beliefs and behaviours typically do. But the hardest part is, I suppose, the first step, and one of the most difficult bits, is to acknowledge that there's something up here, that there's something not quite right that could do with being addressed. And I've been told that this is a great place to start. It's quite a big leap in my view to recognise this as an issue. In my case, recognising that self-sabotage is just something I'm particularly skilled at and have had the best part of a lifetime of experience. Now, I'm not suggesting that this is going to be incredibly difficult to shift, but it's certainly going to take some work. And recognition that this is a behaviour is only the first step. Tackling it is going to be a different kettle of fish. And yeah, it's already, I wouldn't say caused me stress, but caused me an awful lot of reflection, particularly when I realise the damage that I've done over the years. I'm not just talking about the last few years, I'm talking about the last few decades, and that's quite some stuff to undo. Quite some stuff to come to terms with, and there's so many things being uncovered, so many things have happened, so many scenarios have been involved in where, well, I've been less than good, less than a nice person, and my issues have led to other people paying a high price. So recognition is the first step. Understanding that there's something going on here. Understanding that there is something that needs tackling. And then working towards a life of doing what's right. Stop, avoiding self-sabotage. Avoiding making a mess of my own life and damaging the lives of those around me. And that's my mission, that's my goal. I don't want to carry on this behaviour anymore. Because when I realise what's going on, and I recognise what's happened, I tend not to like myself very much. And I never want to get to the point where I'm not just a habitual self-sabotager, but a consistent self-loather as well. I've gone through a lot of that. Gone through an awful lot of self-loathing over these last few months as I begin to realise what's going on and the impact that this has had. I don't want to go there. So my mission is to begin to work through this. Whether I get over it or not, I'm not sure. But my goal is to go through it. Whether I can fix it completely, I don't know. Whether I can just work out strategies to avoid the behaviours rather than completely and totally reverse them, That may well be the case. The short and curly of it is I just don't know.